Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. My name is Don Puno, and I will be your host for today. It's our pleasure to welcome you to our 15th industry panel discussion on freight forwarding in a post-pandemic world, brought to you by RW Solutions. RW Solutions is headquartered in Hong Kong and currently has 11 freight forwarding networks that are into industry niches. RW networks are very much focused on handling capabilities of forwarders from pharma, perishables, NVOCC, and FCL to geographic interests like Africa, the Middle East, and Latin America. By having specialized groups, members engage in more meaningful business exchanges with more qualified networking across their various brands. At present, we have over 2,200 members from 140 countries under the RW umbrella. Today's program will last about 1 hour. At this time, we would like to open up the microphone to our audience to get to know all of you a little bit better so that our speakers can understand who their audience is. So in this segment, you will be called out, so please unmute yourself, introduce yourself by mentioning which company and country you're from, maybe what time it is, and why you're excited to be part of this panel discussion. All right, so let's go around the Zoom room right now. Let's call on Oni Alatayosi. Are you there? I hope I said your name correctly. Hi, sorry, you're still on mute. We still have to get you unmuted there. Leona, could we possibly, there we go, perfect. Hi.
Representing Israel for Agency. Hi, good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Hello, where are you joining us from? Sorry,
from Nigeria.
Nigeria, okay. All right, what brings you to our panel discussion today? What are you hoping to learn? Okay, all right, well, a little difficult maybe with the connection. We'll go ahead and ask someone else first. Thank you, Oni, for trying to participate there. How about we go next to, let's say, Gozde Benzet. Hi, Gozde, are you there?
Yes.
There you are. How you doing?
Now, yes, it's not allowed to open. Now, yeah, it's okay. Hi, everyone. I am Gözde from Turkey, and I am the marketing manager of Dexper Logistics. And nice to meet you all here. We are already a member of Combined CLN Network, and we are looking for new networks. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Gözde. And how's the post-pandemic world in Turkey treating you?
Actually, we are covering for now, and it's getting better. But as you know already, we are some freights decrease because of this issues in the Middle East. That's why we're trying to get better.
Right. Well, great. Hopefully, we can get you some insight on how to improve your situation. So thank you for joining us today, Gözde.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's go to, how about Adi Ben David? Are you there?
Hi there, everybody. My name is Adi. I'm with Mayan Overseas in Israel. We are members at the Neptune Network. For us here is like we have came back to the pandemic area when it comes to logistics and freight forwarding because of what's going on in the Middle East. Becoming about rates, availability of shipments and containers and all this stuff. So it's interesting to see how other companies feel the situation and found solutions. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Adi. All right. Let's hear from Brian Hugh. Brian, are you there?
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Where are you joining us from today?
Okay, hello, Don, right?
Hi, Brian.
Yeah, okay, I'm great today. Yes, happy to join all of you today. I am Brian from Adept Cargo Logistics from Cambodia. I am a Neptune Cargo Network members. We specialize in consolidation, and it is great to meet new the people from other view solution networks all together. Okay, nice to meet you all. I hope we can have get something from here.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. I do believe we've met before in person for at one of the Cargo Network events. So good seeing you again, Brian.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to one last person that we can talk to before we move on with the rest of the segment. How about we talk to Kawino Duncan? Where are you joining us from, Kawino?
Thank you very much. This is Duncan speaking. I'm joining from Mombasa, Kenya.
Okay, and how's the situation in Kenya for logistics right now?
So far so good and pretty okay. And
Okay,
we look forward to working with everybody.
all right, great. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, and thank you everyone for attending today's panel discussion. We're going to go ahead and move right along now. So we'll go ahead and introduce our speakers for today. Excuse me if I do mispronounce your name. First off, we have Michelle Castillo, Network Development Manager of Navia Freight from Australia. Next, we have a good buddy of mine, also an excellent golfer, Antonio Duran, Managing Director of Smart Logistics Group from Spain. He's also a member of Cold Chain Connect. Next, we have Hari Narayan, General Manager, Aviation Vertical of Transworld Logistics from the UAE. He is also a member of Cold Chain Connect. And then next, we have Mansi Nagpal, Key Account Manager of Sky Logitrans from India. And lastly, Saqib Mahmood, CEO of the Vision Shipping LLC from the UAE. He's a member also of the LATAM Forwarders Club. All right, so today, our main topic, as alluded to earlier, is freight forwarding in a post-pandemic world. So before we proceed, may I request all of you to switch into the side-by-side speaker screen. We have prepared 4 questions for this topic, but I'll start with the first one, which is simply, give us a short introduction about you and your company. So we'll go right from the top. How about we start with Michelle?
Perfect. Hello, everyone. It's so lovely to be back again with you guys. I'm Michelle Castillo. I'm from Navia Freight in Australia. Navia is a fully integrated freight logistics company that offers all the aspects of the freight forwarding logistics, including sea freight, air freight, customs clearance, 3PL, and e-commerce. 20 years ago, we recognized the importance of data, and that investment now benefits our customers every day. We emphasize on understanding the supply chain through technology, meaning that we can deliver empowered outcomes for our customers. Now, sorry for my throat. I have a little bit of sore throat today, so I'm going to be a little bit shaky on my voice. Going back to the introduction, today we're on the ground in 9 offices around the world. As impressive as our technology is, our people is who really makes the difference. We have cultivated a high-performance culture of a team with expertise to handle any kind of commodity and in any kind of transportation. Working around the world, Navia has built a strong reputation in international logistics and supply chain. We combine years of industry experience, the best-in-class technology to deliver value to our customers.
Okay, great. Thank you for the great explanation. Next, let's go to Antonio.
Hi guys, how are you? Good morning to everyone. Good morning, Don. Good morning, Michelle. Smart Logistics, we started in 2005. It's already our 19th year in the markets. Our headquarters is in Barcelona. We're a Spanish-based freight forwarder. We're distinguished in the market by our global network, our strong partnerships, our tailor-made solutions, and our strong relationship with main carriers here in Spain, both for export and import. Our main services are FCL, LCL, and air shipments. We have our own customs broker's license. We have our own warehouses, bonded warehouse, IMO warehouse, and control temperature. that is one of the other niche markets that we have, the perishable logistics and food beverages industry, especially here in Spain, being such an important part of the economic industry here in the country. We also handle a lot of project cargo and oversized goods, mainly for engineering and energy sector. And yeah, and our main industries would be retail, perishables, food and beverages, and we are also certificate GDP, so we're also into pharma cargo, and we are also ISO 9000, ISO 14000, and also another important part of our company is a strong environmental commitment we have. We are the first freight forwarder in Spain to get the carbon footprint certificate by the Ministry of Transportation. And we have been paperless since 2017 already. And well, that's more or less a little bit about our company, Don.
Okay, great. Thank you, Antonio. All right, next let's move to Hari Narayan. Hi, Hari.
Good morning and good afternoon to all of you. Am I audible?
Yes.
You are, Hari.
Thank you. So just to give a brief about our organization, actually, we formed this company in 1976 back in India. We started with our agency business in the shipping line, followed by the asset owning. Today we hold around 32 assets of our own. We are the third largest feeder operator, now been rated as the third largest feeder operator in the Asia Pacific. We are part of DP World in certain operations. Onto the forwarding, we are there in 12 countries on our own. We do have our own facilities for the temp control as well as the dry facilities in UAE and in India. Today we are running around 100,000 square meter facility in Jebel Ali right now, and we are signed up to have our own facility of around 70,000 square meter. We are adding now for a temperature control, which will be the largest in the region and the biggest in the region, which will be ready by 2025 May. Eventually, what has happened is, along with all these developments, we also ventured into the aviation vertical, whereby today's date we own 3 corporate jets, and further with the vision of having our own cargo aircraft. So we are into this vertical. So it's a one-stop solution or a tailor-made solution we extend to the client on the strength what we extend as a service. So this is what we as a Transworld Group we work together.
Okay, great. Thank you, Hari. All right, let's move right along to Mansi Nagpal.
Yeah, hi everybody. Hi, I'm Mansi. I work here as a key account manager in Sky Lodge Trans Private Limited. Actually, our company is a freight, as everybody has already said, we are also a premier freight forwarding firm based in India. And we have our headquarters here in capital city, New Delhi. And we have more than 15 years of experience in this logistics industries. And our founder directors themselves are MSCs. And we specialize in providing comprehensive logistics solutions, including air, sea, and land freight services, also the custom clearance. Leveraging our extensive network across major Indian ports, you may be aware, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, and we have a cutting-edge technology. We ensure efficient and reliable supply chain management for our clients, both domestically and globally. Not only this, we recently got our political stability, and yes, we doing business from India. We are a rapidly growing country economy, considering e-commerce and retail logistics. Our government's focus majorly into improving infrastructure through initiatives like Brahmtala project, you may be aware, or Sagarmala program. Operating here from India allows many companies like us to tap into these opportunities, and we want to build this network. And so any one of you looking forward to do business from India, please feel free to share your inquiries to us, and we are here to build our network.
Okay, great. Thank you, Mansi. And lastly, we have Saqib Mahmood, CEO of the Vision Shipping.
Unmute. Hello?
Hello.
My turn?
I can hear you, yes.
Yes. Let me introduce you myself. This is Saqib here from Vision Shipping LLC. I'm in this industry since 2002 and owning my own company since 2009. So almost 16 years in this business by myself and more than 22 years in this field. We develop it from one staff. Now we have more than 6-7 offices and representing 5 countries by the same name, the Vision Shipping LLC. And we are the member of LATAM, X2, G7N, and 2 more RWS networks. So I'm pretty old, not pretty old, but still trying to learn a lot of things from my colleagues are here who's speaking what they are doing, what I'm doing it. Actually, we are into project, we are into, because we are asset-based company, because most of the people, they think they are hiring these things. We own our own trucks, we own our own warehouse, even we own our own offices where we are sitting it. Pakistan, Jeddah, Dammam, Qatar, Saharport, Jabal Ali, and Dubai also. So this is what we are. And regarding post-pandemic, how we react. Actually, it's excellent for us because the cost is get reduced, honestly. And most of our staff, they're working from home because what we learn from pandemic, because the physical appearances doesn't matter for you. You can work wherever you are. Just you have a laptop or just you need a mobile, not more than this. So even my salespeople, I'm telling them, you're not allowed to come to office. Be in home, be everywhere. No need to be coming. So sales guys, they are not here. Only some key people from the management and from the customer service, they are sitting in the office, and the rest is almost in the work from home. So actually, it's what I adopt from the post pandemic, how to reduce the cost and how to work more efficient with the more lenient and without time consuming. And in that between, we input some couple of software. We integrate the customers when they need something. They just drop a message into system what we have given to them. It's distributed all the customer service peoples. We have more than 45 people in customer service all together. It's distributing everyone. Everyone got a link. So they got it, the message, and they replied immediately. Oh, if this is what you want, just wait a mail. You will get it in the mail in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So it's developing good. Post-pandemic, these days the business are getting increased. Actually, I'm sitting in the hot core area in Jabal Ali, Dubai, where is the Red Sea connected and Gulf Sea connected. And you know that Red Sea is these last couple of months, they got some sanctions, the vessels are not moving due to the security risks. And that got benefit for us. Somehow, somewhere, I don't know why, but the costs get high and people are willing to pay a lot of things. And upfront, there's no space, but what we are doing it in what I learned in pandemic, and that still I'm doing it. I booked all the slots from the shipping lines. Okay, this vessel, this is my slots. I'll pay you in advance. So then I'm selling it on purity basis, top up basis. That's a bit investment, but it's a long lasting things to cover up for your customers, to give them advance bookings. Okay, this space is yours. It's confirmed space. No matter everybody is getting or not, but we have it. We already paid it. So this is what I learned from pandemic and applied it same in post pandemic. So pandemic somehow some things is good in terms of the business and in terms of the relationship also, honestly. In relationship, how I can say, because previously we are not taking care of the people before pandemic. Okay, we say hello, how are you? Okay, that's it. They're enjoying our life and I'm enjoying my life. Now what I learned in pandemic, the relationship is matter. Who is friends? You have to know how they are feeling it. Either they're healthy or not healthy, how to do the things. Oh, okay. So now after the pandemic, I'm asking my friends and my colleague, tell me, how's your health? First. So we concern about the health also. So things good, things getting better day by day. So I have to say it's then I'm getting a lot of people from RWS because I'm a TFS member for since more than 10 years because TFS is open for everyone, and then CLN also. Then recently I joined X2 and G7N and Latem also. So getting more benefits from this RW network because RW had more than 15 or 16 networks. Couple of got advantage from them. Okay, I have a 4. They enter me 4 also as a purity member. So it's all a give and take business actually. So this is what is it actually.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Saqib. You actually went right on to our next question, which was how has the pandemic reshaped your company? So
Yeah,
you've already answered that one. So let's go and see what other people have to say about the topic. How about Michelle?
Yes, of course. I think pandemic not only reshaped companies, I think also reshaped markets. A lot of people started importing, well, we started online shopping, which I think it was something that we left for a while, and it was already present, but I think the world just started online shopping left, front, and center. And here in Australia, at the end of the day, we're a massive island. So we supply from everywhere in the world, and the way that the companies and especially Navio was reshaped, it was realizing that there was a warehousing need here in Australia, because at the end of the day, a lot of companies were sourcing their goods right on time to meet their expectations. And obviously nobody expected a pandemic. So the fact that the company started to ordering more cargo and placing bigger orders to their suppliers, and they were not getting bigger on their capacity, so they started needing that warehousing outsourced. And this is how Navio was reshaped. We bought a company. Well, no, we didn't buy a company. We bought a bigger place to start offering warehousing services. We offered before, but not in the dimension that we are doing it right now. So we felt that there was a need here in Australia for warehousing, and we needed to get into the game in order to get into the customers.
Okay. Does anybody else have any of our speakers also have any insights on how the pandemic has reshaped your company?
Yeah, Antonio, go ahead.
Thanks, Harry. Thank you. Yes, Don. Well, as Michelle said, I think it not only reshaped the companies, but reshaped markets, reshaped planning and strategies. For us as freight forwarder, it really triggered us. It was like the first trigger for us to learn that we had to be more adaptive and more agile and flexible on the market. We were at that moment, we were very focused on very particular niche markets and very specific trade lanes. And after this, we learned we had to diversify as well as maybe our clients learn also how to diversify with suppliers or increase inventory levels. We learn how to diversify also on our market share, on our clients base, on our suppliers base, and that we couldn't just focus on one or two niche markets. For us, for example, right now with the Red Sea issues that we're seeing and with the delays, to put another example, because after the pandemic, we also had other examples like the Ever Given, or some people are struggling with the issues that we've had in the Panama Canal and many more others that we have. Now for us, one that is giving us direct impact, especially in the trade between Asia, Middle East, and Europe, is the Red Sea issues that we're having, and that the new routes that we're having through the trade lane. And in this situation, for example, for us, in a lot of the food industry clients that we have, due to the long transit times, and the new routes are not workable for some clients and for some of the commodities. Hence, the sales of these clients are now focusing on more regional or local markets within Europe. So you cannot put, I guess, this is one of the lessons that we had, is you cannot put, as we say here, all the eggs in one basket, and we had to diversify a little bit also in the market, and also to find different solutions for our clients.
Okay. Harry, do you have something to add to this as well?
Yeah, I think Michelle and Antonio actually gave a great picture on like how they position themselves. So just to add like one more point to it, it is more than the company or more than the customers. It is all the individuals, they reshaped themselves during the pandemic. That's I think that's a right phrase to put it, because all of us adapted to the whenever there is a challenge, nobody is worried about a similar situation of pandemic. If it comes and hits us, we are already prepared for that, and also that is being replicated in case of a contingency to the system also. If there is a system failure, nothing is getting impacted, things are moving, the backup is there. If somebody is not keeping well, if the things has to keep on moving, still there's a way to work from home. Thought process is there, ensuring the health is not compensated or there is no compromise to the health of the staff. So there are different ways of adapting to the situations we have evolved because of this pandemic. So it is not only from the business front, it is also from the human capital front. The company reshaped themselves actually to adapt to the needs. So pandemic will always happen once in 100 years. That's a theory which has been always been said, but it is not the pandemic. It is another situation which can come due to geopolitical issue. What we are seeing right now on the Red Sea, touch base was on the Red Sea issue. Such things also, when it comes, how we adapt to it, that is the pandemic has taught us. So it has actually prepared us to handle the worst scenario. That's how I would like to say my views on this question.
Okay, thank you, Hari. And then lastly, Mansi, do you have anything to add?
Everybody has already quoted what exactly everybody is facing. I just want to add, yes, there is no denial to say that yes, pandemic significantly impacted our operations too. But yes, by God's grace, we successfully and rapidly adapt and overcome from this challenge, and everybody has does their part. And as we know, India is also merging key player in global supply chain. So our government initiative like Make in India actually proving us good in this front, that which has built our export capabilities and the investment in port infrastructure. So this has happened after pandemic only. So we are hoping and we are looking forward, yes, that we ourselves are evolving with this changing time, and we have learned a lot from this.
Okay, great. Thank you, Mansi. All right, we're going to go to our next question, which is, what kind of trends and technologies do you think are important to keep an eye on, and why? Again, we'll just have anybody who's interested to answer the question, just go ahead and chime in on this one. So go ahead, panel. And what kind of trends and technologies do you think are important right now? Probably AI, perhaps?
I think something that I think it's technology in general. Technology, I mean, as we've seen with AI, technology is growing and developing insanely fast. And I think investing in technologies, it's the best thing we can do right now. Fortunately for us, freight forwarders, logistics, it's not a media that AI is gonna replace us, because the customers still need a lot of not human contact, but a lot of human reaction. So I think for the companies to start investing on technologies that can make our job easier and our job faster, that's something that we need to take a look at. Systems that integrate with our operational system. In my case, or in Nadia's case, a system that integrates warehousing with operations and sales as well, to have everything in one. There's so many systems out there. ourselves. We develop our own systems in-house. We have 12 people in IT just developing systems for our own use and our customer use as well. But I think technology in general is something that we really need to keep an eye on, because it's either adapt or die, as they say.
Mhm. Indeed, indeed. Anybody else have some insights on the tech in the freight
Yeah,
forwarding? Mhm.
yeah, Don, I think it's very crucial to monitor the technology advances, because some of these technologies could have the potential to reshape a sector. No, we have seen this with AI in many sectors. Fortunately, again, as Michelle said, our industry, I think, it's been one of the less, let's say, impacted on the AI in terms of the needs for jobs. I saw the other day an article by Bloomberg, and it listed different jobs and different industries and the chances it had to be replaced by AI. And supply chain and logistics was one of the least that they had chances to be replaced by AI. And I think it's because of this, because we really make we really connect so many different dots from the chain. It's like an art, it's like a handmade or craft-made thing that is really difficult for the code to learn. But still, it could be. I think it could be used, and I don't think it should be something that we should be scared or we should reject. I think it could help us more to make in decision making, or maybe to predict certain demand or manage inventory for warehouses, for example. So although I don't think it's something that will replace us like in other sectors, or like this fear that a lot of people has, I think it could be a nice tool for our industry, and that we can combine that with the human touch and human capabilities that only this industry, or that the industry really requires. Also, there are things like automation and robotics for warehouses, which that already has been seen for a few years, but I think that's also interesting. And real-time tracking devices for shipments, which is also that it's been already there, but now with the 5G and other parts of technologies, it is getting better. So I think also this part is important. The other day I saw that I think it was the 60th anniversary of the container as an invention. And for me, it's interesting to think if in the next years we will have something new, because the container really, right now, it seems like a very simple creation or very simple invention, no? Just like a box, a metal box. Now we see it as something very, very like a day-to-day thing, very common thing. But I think at that moment, it really reshaped our industry, and it really reshaped our sector. So sometimes a small thing like this could really have a big impact. So I'm wondering if maybe in the future we can also have something about these smart containers that they've been working on for many years, and we've seen some prototypes about these smart containers, but we haven't really seen them on the market. And yeah, I mean, I would like to give more examples, but I would also like to give time for my colleagues to chime in.
Yes, I guess there's a lot of nuance still in logistics that AI can't quite replicate, I suppose, at least not yet. But I guess the point is that we need to start pay attention to the technology and evolve with it, not against it. And that seems to be the major point. Hey,
I wanted to add something, if you can
sure.
allow me. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, AI is a solution, but AI is not a complete solution, because you cannot waive the humans things, because human is in our industry is more important, but AI is workable in warehouse things. But a little things, I'm giving the example. If you need a physical example, the AI cannot work. So you need to be a human there to do the physical custom inspection. Yeah, but I wanted to add that they said the smart containers, no, they intact. If you can see the Chinese new technologies, they get in the smart containers. It can be shrink into the small size. You can fold it up, then you can rebuild it into the new smart containers get in. But that is workable, because they when you got storage, because we are facing those things, because how? Just wait a minute. Hello? Yes, sorry, I got a call. Because we are NVOCC also, and we are storing the containers, and they get the huge space while empty. But the new smart containers, they took a little space and store the more containers. So this is what I wanted to add. AI is good, but it's not that good into our field, which we can replace the humans. Humans are more important than AI.
All right, indeed.
Yeah.
Actually, right now, I'm not even real. I'm an AI host hosting your panel discussion right now. I'm kidding. I hope it's not the case anytime soon. But
Yeah.
anybody else have anything else to add to this question?
So just to add, actually, like every time we learn, whenever there's an evolution happens in the business, actually technology it supports. That is what we have seen for last so many years from the traditional way of doing, or like the same thing was happening, moving from point A to point B. But it is that sophistication, the need of the expectation of the customer, adapting to the changes. These are the key factors actually to do that. It is not possible for a human being to do that, to be on the competition. So you require the support of these systems or the technologies that is going to take us to the next level in the industry. It is nothing else. It is more than our customer. It is we are the end customer. We have got our own expectation. Sitting in the table, sitting in the dining table, if you want to, over the smartphone, which it was not possible if you think about it 20 years back, but it's a reality today. The same way when it comes to any industry, let it be a forwarding industry, let it be a warehousing industry, let it be any industry, that technology is going to ride us. It can come in different forms, different ways, different this thing, which kept on evolving based on the need of. Second thing, what I would like to share, one more thought process is what Antonio and Sakib mentioned about the collapsible containers on the ocean freight. Same thing was happening on the air freight, but not on a bigger scale. But today's date, a Dutch company has come out with a solution of having collapsible containers, which will be used for the transportation of the ULDs. So earlier, the space is very limited on aircraft. Today's date, these collapsible containers are going to help us to see how these containers can be repositioned to different parts of the world based on the demand and supply. So this is all comes with the artificial intelligence, the thought process, the demand and supply. The system is going to tell you where you want this based on the demands. It is a trend, keeps on changing. It's a seasonal trend. So various combination algorithms it works behind on each developments what we do. So technology plays a vital role, and we have to keep our self always in the on the vigil it should be, and we should adapt to the changes as quickly as possible to be competitive in the market. So that's what the message I would like to share with everyone.
All right, thank you, Hari. Okay, anybody else have anything to say on this topic, or we can move on to our final question? All right, let's move on to our final question then. So how do you stay resilient as a company to stay competitive in the market?
Human capital. I think human capital, investing in human capital, investing in training, in their well-being, in programs for them to keep updated, in certifications, hazardous certifications, perishable certifications. I think that's the way that we can stay resilient in the market and competitive. I mean, right now, everyone it's pretty much handling everything: sea freight, air freight, project cargo. And I think having our human capital as trained as possible and prepared as possible, it's the best way to stay competitive.
Mm-hmm. All right, definitely human capital seems to be a really important thing. You train your staff, you invest in them over years and years. So I can see how that can keep you resilient in the market. Okay, Antonio, what do you think?
Definitely, Don, especially if luckily we're not gonna be replaced by the AI, and you are still not a hologram.
Yes.
I think investing in workforce and training for a skilled team is definitely crucial, especially for the niche markets. We are, you know, in the Cold Chain Connect network and networks like this, all of them, but all networks like this that are a little bit more specialized. They need a very skilled team to be able to have successful operations. I would add also what we were talking a little bit in the previous questions, adapting technologies that help us enhance, you know, efficiency and give transparency and improve productivity, but diversifying also the supply chains, like we said. And I think all this combines into, for us, or for my personal opinion, it's also focusing on our clients and improving our customer service. I think that's where we fight the AI or the internet platforms or the shipping lines that are offering their services through internet platforms. I think this is where we can actually add value to the chain, and this is where I think the freight forwarders can show more their value to the international commerce. Is offering a personalized service and adapted to each company's needs. And I would add a last one that I think it's very important, especially in this forum that we are. It's to strengthen our relationships with our key collaborators and strengthen our networks and partnerships around the world. This definitely makes us stronger, and this is why also forums or like this, or groups like this that we are in, are extremely important now, more than ever. So we can have these networks and shared knowledge, for example, not only share capabilities or infrastructure or business, but also share knowledge, and I think that's how we progress as a industry and as a whole.
Okay, great. Anybody else? Hari, Mansi, do you have anything to add to how to stay resilient in this competitive marketplace?
Look, after listening to everyone, I have a point to make over here. Yes, we need to invest majorly on our skilled workforce, because we can easily witness that in today's scenario, many companies are laying off their employees. So this is the only best way we can gain competitive edge in this particular sector. It's just by investing in our human capital, on our workforce, making them learn on a continual way. Also, make them self-reliant. Also, giving them the opportunity to stay updated. It's not about that. Yes, AI blockchains are taking over. Majorly, our role being into this sector is to better to laying off, because AI is taking over. Make them prepare for the strategic role. Let them learn about network building, because AI cannot do this. It's us who has that kind of attribute where we can build network, make relations, and this would obviously help us in expansion and our progressive growth. This is what I want to add.
Okay, thank you, Mansi. How about Saqib or Hari? Do you have anything to add to this?
Saqib, you want to
Yes,
go?
I have. Sorry, my child is with me, so you're getting little noise.
Okay.
Apology for this. Yes, regarding release for the company, I think that the staff, the colleague, or you can say your team is more important. Your system is more important than your team, because I'll be there or not there. It shouldn't be anything happen with the company. The company should run. And this is what is the system called in systems called as a company, because company is a company is not like this is, if I'm there is a company, tomorrow I'll be die, company should be run, the system should be work, the people come and goes, that they come and adopt the systems and they run the company. Those SOPs, those things should be there in the company, though it comes. Yeah, you need to be train new people to come in to adopt the system and go forward. And regarding, I have that Hari told that one point that we should adopt the technology. Yeah, we should adopt the technology. AI should work, but somehow we cannot replace the human beings. Like he mentioned it, some of the example. Yes, in warehousing, 3PL, 4PL, we can use the AI systems, AI as for updated the things. But somehow, somewhere, like, because I'm doing warehousing since 20 years, almost 20 years, yes. And I'm owning my own warehouse last 10 years. But I cannot replace my labor with the AI. You get my point? So I'm just going with the basic point. So those things, you cannot replace it. So this is what I wanted to add. Yes, we need technology, but technology work with the peoples, not without the peoples. Thank you.
Thank you, Saqib. All right, Hari, how about the last word on this? Hari, are you there?
Yeah. Saqib, thank you for clarifying that. It's a valid point, but there are two things when it comes to the business. Actually, I'm just giving my own thought process, the thoughts what we are trying to implement also. The success of the business is how you optimize everything. It is not only the technology, it is not only the human capital, it is equally the goodwill and equally your coverage across the world. So it is optimization is the key word. So when it comes to resilient in this competitive market, it is how you optimize your human capital that is being deployed for the operations and bring them down as a revenue generator forward. That is the key. So it is that optimization is the technology which it should support. So it does, whether you use artificial intelligence, whether you use any technology, how you optimize your manpower to improve your earnings, that is the key. So when we look into it, this is what we did during the pandemic. During the pandemic, what we was that this has helped us to learn more like how the technology plays a vital role. A basic example I would like to share. Today, like when we speak about the human capital investment, what we do is comparatively very high from the period of 2012 till 2021. The cost of investment of the human capital was more. From 2021 onwards, if you look into it, it is more on the technology people are investing as compared to what it was before. The reason, in our forwarding business, the cargo doesn't speak. Cargo never speaks and it will never speak. It is we who are going to speak. And when we act on behalf of the cargo, how effectively we bring the system or how effectively we bring the visibility, that is the key towards the success of the business. It is a system, it is a process, it's a human capital, it is a business, everything plays a vital role, but everything has to be optimized to the best possible to bring in the best results out. So that combination, how you put it together without compromising on the quality, that is the key. So this is the statement I would like to make for everyone. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you, Hari. And that'll pretty much do it for our panel discussion for today. If you guys have any further questions or would like to message some of our speakers, you can do so. We'll leave the chat open for a little while after this is concluded. So anyway, thank you very much for your contribution to RW Solutions 15th panel discussion. Michelle, Antonio, Hari, Mansi, and Saqib. We really appreciate you guys making the time for us, and we would like to thank everyone that has attended today's panel discussion. Now, please be advised that our next panel discussion is scheduled for August 22, 2024, and our next topic will be content creation for freight forwarders. So get your TikTok hats on for that one. If you do have the chance, please do visit our RW website where all our networks are showcased. You might be interested in joining one of our networks moving forward, where we promote partnership networking amongst freight forwarders. All right, please feel free to get in touch with any of our speakers for any inquiries or collaboration opportunities. You can find their contact information on the screen. All right, we've also left you a poll. If you could take a couple of minutes to fill it up, it'll be very helpful for us in improving our panel discussions moving forward. Once again, my name is Don Puno, and thank you all and have a wonderful day.